Just 6 years ago, Lil Nas X was at the very top. His name echoed across every platform, every chart, and every corner of pop culture.
Thank you.
He wasn't just a viral artist, he was a phenomenon, rewriting the rules of genre, identity, and fame. But in 2025, it's quiet. The headlines are fewer. The buzz is gone. So, what changed? Was it the stunts that backfired? The never-ending need to trend? The public's shifting taste? Or was it something more personal, something deeper? Before we dive into the fall and the flicker of rebirth, let's take it back to the beginning, to where the Lil Nas X story really started. Hey everyone, Zav here. Welcome to my new channel. I'll be posting short documentaries like so. If you enjoy, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Montero Lamar Hill was born in Georgia on April 9th, 1999. Raised between two households after his parents' divorce, he found stability when he moved in with his father, a gospel singer, an early influence on his musical roots. In high school, he was already tapping into digital culture. Behind the scenes, he ran a Nicki Minaj fan account called @NasMiraj, building a large online following without anyone knowing it was him. But fame wasn't on the horizon just yet. He enrolled in college to study computer science, but something inside him said there's more. In 2018, he dropped out and took a leap. He uploaded a mixtape called Nazarati on SoundCloud. That moment marked the birth of Lil Nas X. In late 2018, Montero, while still unknown, purchases a beat for $30 from a Dutch producer on BeatStar, the music marketplace.
It's really just luck that people just find your stuff, you know? It's really luck.
I found the beat on like Halloween night. The beat was just speaking to me, you know? I was like, this song's gonna be great.
It's simple, catchy, a banjo loop. He records Old Town Road in one day, then uploads it independently. The song doesn't just go viral, it ignites a wildfire. TikTok grabs hold, memes explode. The remix with Billy Ray Cyrus takes it even further. The song spends a record-breaking 19 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It earns 2 Grammy Awards and is certified 17-time platinum. In the middle of it all, he comes out as homosexual, a courageous act that redefines him as more than a novelty act. He becomes a cultural symbol. His follow-up single, Panini, proves he isn't just a one-hit wonder. The song hits #5 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and also is certified 7-time platinum. Lil Nas X wasn't just famous, he was unstoppable. Following up a global hit is never easy, so Lil Nas X doubled down, not just on music, but on message. In 2021, he released Montero, also known as Call Me By Your Name, a bold and visually stunning video where he pole dances into hell and gives Satan a lap dance. The visuals were provocative. The internet lit up.
Disgusted at the highest level.
Rapper Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
Or, as your parents might know him, the Old Town Road fella.
You either are going to be a positive role model for kids, or you're going to be dancing with the devil, literally.
Alongside the video came Lil Nas X's new project, the Satan Shoes. They featured real human blood, a pentagram, and a price tag of over $1,000.
They're being called Satan shoes. What do we know about these?
And Lil Nas X is selling 666 pairs of them, or I should say sold, because they sold out in about a minute. They're $1,018 each. They reportedly contain a drop of blood and a soul from the Mischief employees. So they're causing quite a controversy online right now.
Nike wasn't involved and they were outraged. They sued.
And Nike's suing for copyright infringement. What else are we hearing from Nike today? What's going on here?
Well, yeah, Nike told me yesterday they have nothing to do with this, and today they're suing for trademark infringement. They say that this damages their brand, that it dilutes their brand.
Some praised him for challenging religious norms. Others saw blasphemy. He had become both hero and villain, depending on who you asked. Soon after, a fake pregnancy photoshoot to promote his album Montero sparked even more backlash. Some fans found it hilarious. Critics called it tasteless. The line between creative expression and clickbait began to blur. The louder the spectacle, the harder it became to hear the music. Nas had built a brand around provocation, but was it starting to collapse under his own weight? By 2023, the viral magic that once followed Nas began to fade. Singles like Star Walking and Late to the Party performed modestly. No longer chart toppers, but not failures either. The problem was that the world had changed. TikTok trends shifted. Audiences wanted something new. And for Nas, the old formulas weren't working anymore. In early 2024, he parted ways with his longtime manager and signed with Crush Music, hoping for a fresh start. That fall, he released a new single called Jay Cries, a clear attempt to reclaim attention, but this time, the response was cold. The song peaked at number 69. The internet, once his biggest ally, had turned ambivalent. Nas wasn't cancelled, he was just quiet. Fast forward to 2025, and Lil Nas X says it himself, he's in his flop era. But unlike others who fade away in denial, Nas embraces it. He speaks candidly in interviews about the pressure to stay outrageous, the fatigue of always trying to be viral, the freedom he feels now, walking the streets unnoticed.
It's just, I want to do me, and I want to, be me like fully, and this is what I want to do right now. This is where I'm at right now in my life. This is what y'all gonna get from me. For a long time, I was just like, oh, I gotta do this stuff because that's what people expect. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, no, I just made that up in my mind. Like I can change my mind about what I want to do, what I want to put out, what I want to be doing in life at any time.
His next album, Dream Boy, isn't about spectacle. It's about healing. About finding joy again.
I feel like for a minute I got a little lost in the sauce, and I was just I kept trying to prove my haters and stuff and focusing on that. I wanted to return to love and return to myself. So that's what that means for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
The lead single Hot Box dropped in March. No controversy, no gimmicks, just an upbeat, feel-good track meant to make people smile. And to him, that's enough. It's not a fall, it's a reset. Lil Nas X's journey is more than a story of fame, it's a story of survival. He broke barriers, in music, in identity, in culture. He rose higher and faster than most artists ever will. But even legends get tired. Now, in a quieter chapter, he's letting go of the pressure, reclaiming his art, and rediscovering what joy sounds like. Because when the applaud fades and the world turns its eye elsewhere, the question isn't how high you were, it's who you become next. So we leave you with this. When the world stops watching, who do you become?